just like Dumb Money's coming out, everybody. Dumb Money is coming out. And it's like, what's Dumb Money? Well, it's about the GameStop thing. So pretty much, if you don't know, if you lived under a rock, GameStop surges or stock surged. They surged big time, and it made somebody a multi-millionaire. And it's about that pretty much. The same guy, Craig Gillespie, who actually wrote and directed I, Tonya, he's doing this. But GameStop, the feature you're going to get into, you got Paul Dano playing the main guy. You got like a huge cast. That's the biggest thing. You got Seth Rogen in this. You got D'Onofrio's in this. I fucking love D'Onofrio, friend of the show. Sebastian Stan, Pete Davidson, Shailene Woodley. You got Nick Offerman. There's a huge cast coming out September 22nd. And the trailer was great, I thought. The trailer was a lot of fun. And I love the casting. I think the casting is great. And the way he plays this guy, and you see the pictures of him actually, and they have the same like microphone. They have he's the same bandana. And you can tell that he wasn't expecting. He's out there being like, hey guys, I believe that GameStop could be great. Let's all put money in GameStop. And then it just goes nuts and it messes up the whole stock market. And then people want to take him down because of it. It's based on a true story. If you haven't read about it a little bit, it sounds interesting. And to me, this sounds like could be a good movie. And the trailer looks great. I think it does. Spencer, did you see the trailer? What do you think about this? Think this would be good?
Looks fucking great. Looks very Adam McKay, very Big Short-esque. Yeah, I think I'm going to love it. I think it looks great. I think the concept is there. And I think everybody, I totally agree. The cast is just stacked. So I am excited.
I love when Pete Davidson in the trailer, he's like, fuck yeah, when he just looks at his Porsche in the driveway. Like, he's like, yes, that's all I want. And he was making jokes about it too in the trailer, but it looks fun. It just does. Something like this too. It's like a historical comedy. Like, I'm all about that. Yeah. You know, it's so good. Rachel, what do you think about this? Are you excited about this movie? Does it look good to you? Is the premise good? What do you think?
I think it'll be interesting to see how they sort of fictionalize it. Because this only happened 2 years ago. So it's still within very recent memory. So people are going to remember how this went down. So I think it's going to be interesting what they decide to change, what they decide to keep, and how it's all played out. I think the casting looks really good. Look like a bunch of dorks, and that's who did this. So
I can see Paul Dano playing this guy, though, right?
Look at this. I'm like, holy shit.
Paul Dano and whoever the fuck that guy is make great dorks. Good for them. Whoever the fuck that
great
guy
dorks.
is. You gotta lean into it.
You gotta lean into it.
So
that guy is the real guy.
Interesting. Oh, that was the real guy?
Yeah, that was the real guy. That was him. That was him.
Guy. That was who Paul Dano was playing.
Looks like a guy.
To that note, they both played.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Average dude. I'm glad they didn't get someone and this is not to be like Paul Dano is unattractive, but I'm glad they didn't get someone super hot to play him. They didn't get
he does have a weird face, Paul Dano. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Guy.
Well, he's a great actor though. That's the thing. He's a great actor. I think his performance would be spot on.
I need normal looking actors. Not everyone.
I didn't say he was ugly. I said he had a weird face. You know what I mean? That's not an insult.
A little controversial.
He's original looking. Original.
I'm glad
looks original.
Get somebody hot to original.
He's original looking. What do you think, Seth? Is he original looking? What do you think about Paul Dano playing this part?
Well, I'll tell you what. He definitely looks original. No, I actually
fuck you all.
He's a round face guy. He's got a round face.
I think
very round face. Basketball.
Be able to pull it off, it'll be him. I'm kind of in the place where it's I think it was so recent. I don't know if there's enough around the story to make. I'm hoping that there's enough.
Is it even really fully resolved yet?
Exactly. So that's kind of where I'm at. Where it's I don't even necessarily know if they have the ending. You know what I mean? Like Blackberry, for instance, that came out. That was a movie in the span of 15 years that they made. And you watch the movie, you're like, oh my God, this is an actual, it's a thriller. You know what I mean? But I don't know how they're going to be able to do that in a movie like this, which it kind of has to be. Otherwise it falls a little flat. But I will say, watching Paul Dano get attached to a project, usually when I see that, I'm like, oh, it's going to be good. Because he's selective. He doesn't usually do stuff unless he believes in the script. So I'm actually kind of excited to see it.
Yeah, I honestly agree with you. Everything that I've seen him in is fantastic. Even the Batman, the Riddler part, he was great as that too.
Even all the way back to Girl Next Door.
I was about to say it, Alicia Cuthbert.
It's insane. He's a great actor. So, Brandon, do you feel that same way about this casting, or are you kind of about this, huh?
Has anyone seen Swiss Army Man in the room?
Oh, I have. That movie's great.
Yeah.
It is so morbidly fabulous.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
that like
buckle in.
really put A24 on the map. It's fucking nuts.
Huge.
But
That had Danny Radcliffe in it too.
Yep. As Bernie / not Bernie. And I don't want to give anything away for people who haven't seen it, but so yeah, I think the cast is fantastic. It's a very interesting story. I love that Seth Rogen is playing one of the hedge fund guys, and
Yeah.
he's like the way they did in the trailer where Pete Davidson's like, how much do we make? And then Paul Dano says it, or like Shailene Woodley, I can't remember which one, but then
4 million.
Seth Rogen's wife was like, how much did we lose? And he's like, a couple billion. How much did we lose yesterday? $1 billion. And then she's like, how much did we make? He's like, 20 billion, whatever it was, like the numbers. It was a really nice contrast. I thought it was really funny. Brian, you missed Anthony Ramos when you said all the fabulous.
Yeah.
So shout out to my homeboy from Hamilton.
In the Heights Transformers, G.I. Joe.
And Transformers. So yeah,
Real
I'm psyched
American
for this.
hero.
I think it's gonna be great. I think it has a lot of potential. I think it's gonna deliver, honestly. It's a crazy thing how literally a Paul Dano and a Pete Davidson, like if you were to judge them by looking at them, like those people manipulated the entire fucking stock market, made a shit ton of money and stuck it to some rich ass motherfuckers. So yeah. I wish that it could get done more often, but kudos to you guys. And I'm super psyched to watch that movie.
I hope they make a couple more million off of this movie.